Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro. This is Vastu Creations. Please ring the bell, subscribe. Today we're going to look at the chart for Fergi, the Duchess of York. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, you'd see the constellation associated with Libra rising at 24 degrees. So first, we're going to look at how the planets are operating. Then you'll see when they're operating during certain events that are in life and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So first of all, Sun rules the house of income. It is in old age. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees said to be in old age, and it's poorly placed in a challenging 12th house. And it is close to the rising sign degree, so it has a lot of impact. It gives income through being outspoken, witty, fiery, attention-seeking. Basically, the 12th house has to do with being outside the norm. She has had financial challenges. 12th house has to do with financial challenges. She at one point was $7 million in debt. Then we have weak placement afflicted by Rahu. Moon is ruling the career house, and it's sitting in the 6th house of conflict and health issues. So gives career through Moon, which is public and journalism, and that has to do with health. Now, Moon represents breasts, and it's afflicted by Rahu, so there can be disposition to breast cancer, which she did have. And then we have weak infant Mars, which is ruling the marriage house, placed in the 1st house. So it's weak in degrees. It's less than 5 degrees. So it's said to be an infant state, can't promote its own signification. So she did have divorce in the chart. And inflammation can be there with Mars as well. Then we have challenging Mercury. Mercury is malefic. You have Virgo in the 12th house ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is sitting in the 1st house. It's fairly benign in the birth chart, but it can cause issues in the transit chart, either through conjunction or aspect, when it's within 5 degrees of aspecting or conjunct another planet or house. Let's see here. It gives the ability to take on different roles. So the 12th house has to do with separating from who we are to take on a role as a TV personality. It's placed in the 1st house. And it gives her, because 12th house gives her controversial speech and possibility of addiction. She did have some addictions. Then we have weak, afflicted by Ketu, Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the house of success through journalism. Jupiter is writing, publishing, and Jupiter is weight. And she has weight issues, struggles with conforming with the norms. And because it's afflicted, Jupiter has to do with growth. So she did have a tumor, breast tumor. Then we have strong Venus. Venus is ruling the chart, and it is placed in the house of income. So it connects her income with her beauty. Venus being in the 1st house brings beauty, and it's fairly strong in the chart. Gives her this ability to write. She has a column and some royalty as well. Then we have strong Saturn, gives creativity through writing and entertainment. 5th house is entertainment. She had a autobiography and got $3 million for that. And she's involved in lots of charities. Saturn has to do with charities. Then we have challenging Rahu and Ketu, always balancing spiritual material in the chart. Rahu giving desire for spiritual growth in the 12th house, and Ketu giving insights into healing in the 6th house. Let's look at the timing of events. She got married in 86 during a Jupiter period. Jupiter is a representative of husband. In 88, she had a daughter, also during that same Jupiter period. Jupiter, again, having to do with representative children. And then in 90, she had a daughter during a Venus period. Venus sitting in the house of income. 92, she had a scandal during a moon period. Moon sitting in the 6th house of conflict and setbacks. And she had a divorce, and that's the house of divorce as well. And lost a lot of money during that period. In 95, she had a theft during a Rahu period. Rahu is sitting in the house of losses and expenses. In 97, she became a spokesman for Weight Watchers. She had her own column, and her mom passed away, all during Rahu period, bringing lots of changes in her life. Rahu is sitting in the house of end of life. In 03, her dad passed away, also during a Rahu period, end of life. Towards the end of 2023, end of July, she had breast cancer surgery. The transit chart on the left shows moon being afflicted, moon representing breasts, sitting in the house of surgery, afflicted by Rahu and Ketu. Then we have, and Rahu and Ketu are at the most effective point. So they're afflicting 6 out of the 12 houses at that point. More recently, in just a few days ago, she was diagnosed with skin cancer during a moon-sun period. Sun is sitting in the house of hospitalization. I'm not sure if she has to have surgery or not, but we wish her well. And Mercury is afflicting the 1st house. So Mercury is skin, representing skin and surgery, and the 1st house is body. So we wish her well. Hope she does okay with her treatment. What could be done to strengthen the chart? She's already doing a lot of charity work, but my favorite remedy, Kavash, silver locket containing the Devata yantras for the weak planets in your chart, would definitely help her. If you'd like to get a Kavash or get a reading or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.